Welcome to Career Projects. In this brief presentation, we are going to define projects and take a look at two major methods that employment candidates can use in order to land their promising jobs. Let's start with the question: what may employment candidates borrow from business administration practices in order to advance their careers? Projects are an obvious choice. Enterprises tend to run two types of operations. Ones are ongoing, established, repetitive, and the others aim to create something new. Is your employment established or desired? If desired, we can state that you are in a project of landing your job. To understand projects better, let's take a look at the available illustration. There are two statuses. One on the upper left is as it is, and another on the upper right is to be. The difference between these two is called a problem to be solved. There should be some solution, but usually that solution needs yet to be identified. Many projects are nesting. Solving a problem is a project, but creating a solution or even development of an idea for the solution are, by the definition, projects too. To indicate that there are parts of a bigger project, they can be called project phases. And all of them include one or more processes, which can be considered as the smallest of projects. To dig into projects deeper, let's take a quick look at the model of the process. A process is a sequence of activities undertaken in order to achieve particular results or deliverables. Systems engineers may also define a process as converting inputs into outputs using some tools and techniques while being influenced by enterprise factors. Does it sound complicated? If you need to create an idea for a solution, your time would be your input. All collected available information, as well as your decision-making skills, would be your assets. Legal and ethical considerations could be your factors, and an idea would be your output. Administering projects particularly includes sequence processes and project phases that are required in order to accomplish a project. There are several approaches, and in this presentation we will take a look at two of them. A traditional model is called the career waterfall. Many career counselors may recommend this route. Waterfall refers to a sequential process where progress is seen as flowing steadily downwards through the phases. These phases may vary, but when it comes to careers, they often consist of A. discovering one's vocation, B. suggesting one's target occupation, C. identifying work-related competence needed for the particular position, D. development of one's knowledge, skills, and abilities, E. development of one's employment credentials, F. job search, and eventually landing one job in the target occupation. Let's add some real-life example. Just the name is changed to preserve the privacy. Meet Lisa, who used to believe that management was her vocation. She also felt sympathy to accounting. Her parents believed in that too. She attended a college for 4 years to earn an academic credential in operations management with concentration in managerial accounting. But no one wanted to hire her because of her lack of work experience. She started working as a sales representative and eventually stays in that occupation the most of her professional life. She doesn't regret about her 4 years in the college, and she said it was fun, but she has never managed any operations using managerial accounting in her career. That example is not everyone's case, but some waterfall projects can be successful. But there is no way that everything in that many years project would go as planned, and a great chunk of time and often money wouldn't be wasted. Agile is another methodology of managing projects. An Agile project is usually completed in several iterations. On the graph, 2 of them are presented. In different models, these development cycles can be called sprints and scrums. The results of each iteration shall be used to set up objectives for another iteration. So instead of a huge and costly project without clear understanding of its outcomes, the Agile methodology offers many smaller trials and sometimes fails in order to clarify objectives while on the way. Let's imagine that Lisa, from the example above, would use Agile. She had some vacation for management and accounting. Not to start from scratch, she also had some knowledge, skills, and abilities. She probably knew at least 50% of basic bookkeeping from her first semester in her college. In the tax season, she could have started looking for a job as an entry-level bookkeeper. If it is not a tax season, she could volunteer as a manager and/or bookkeeper so she could test whether those fit her vocation. She will put her hands on something she dreamed about and have some feeling whether she wants to continue to do or she wants to do something else. That in the Agile methodology is called pivot. At any rate, in 4 years, Lisa would have a 4-year degree, 3 years of experience, and an actual job. The most important feature of the Agile is that a big project is chunked in many smaller ones, and results in one can define objectives for another. This concludes the career projects presentation. We defined the projects and taken a look at career waterfall and Agile methodology. If you haven't done yet so, you are now welcome to move to Job Search Map. Thank you so much and bye-bye.